Idaho for Game 3 of the 2026 Big Sky Softball Championships presented by Jam Bar. My name's Logan Kelso, and I'm joined by Taylor Fitzgerald. Taylor, big matchup. Number 1 Idaho State, number 4 Montana. Montana with a big win over Weber State earlier today to get to this game. These teams played a de facto regular season championship series a week ago. ISU lost Game 1 in a stunner. Montana came back in the 7th, scored 4 times to win Game 1. Games 2 and 3, Marley Galuskin, the pitcher in the circle right now, was able to shut them down twice for the win. Not only that, won the Big Sky and clinched being hosts of the Big Sky tournament once again next season. The keys to the game presented by Jeremiah Johnson Brewing. Taylor.
Yeah, for Montana, I think it's really going to be embracing that underdog role. Obviously, we've talked about it. They were picked to finish last in the conference at the beginning of the year, but ultimately ended up playing for that Big Sky championship in the last weekend of the regular season. I think if they can lean into that identity of being scrappy and playing with no fear, they're going to be able to see a lot of success like they did in the first game. It's also going to be really important for them to get production from the big hitters. Grizzlies need to get the runners on and let the big hitters hit them in. They currently have 7 hitters with at least 2 home runs on the season, and Direct Communications Field, as we saw in their first game, is a hitter's park. So looking to get things going here in the first inning.
So that ball misses 1-1. And for Idaho State's keys of the game, presented by Jeremiah Johnson Brewing.
Idaho State, it's going to be really important for them to have early offense and play from ahead. Bengals are 24-5 when they score first. They need to use the depth of the lineup and on the bench to score runs and keep pressure on other teams. It's also going to be really important for them to get efficient pitching. As you mentioned, Marley Galuskin probably pitched 2 of the best games of her entire career that last weekend in Missoula. And the pitching staff has really been a highlight of this team all season long. So they're just going to need to continue to make adjustments as these Montana hitters as they see them again. But I think that's been such a huge bright spot for this team.
Grounded foul by Grace Lopez. Starting lineup for Montana. It'll be same as the first game. Grace Lopez, Chloe Saxton, Anna Cockhill. 3 home runs in Game 1 today. The most home runs in a single game in Big Sky tournament history. Kaylee Mejia behind her and JoJo Christians. Mackenzie Bukowski in the 6th hole, followed by Grayson Graviette. In for Madison Tarrant, who's out for the game with a concussion. Brianna Gutierrez and Jessica Cherms. This ball is sent to the deep left field, and it's off the wall. Lissy slips, retrieving it. They're going to send her to third base. There's going to be no play. Now they have her a run down. Dudley running her back to second. Now Bell's turn, tags her out. So a long out, number 1 for Idaho State. Double for Grace Lopez, out trying to extend it to third. As a third base coach for Montana, Mark Kendrick sent her the entire way. She was dead to rights, got a rundown, and eventually is tagged out by the second baseman, Belle Navarrete.
Man, one of the swing of the bat from Lopez, but what a huge break for the Idaho State defense, able to execute that rundown perfectly. And like you said, record out number 1 the long way, but out number 1 is out number 1.
First pitch to Chloe Saxton, fouls it away. Idaho State is Marley Galuskin in the circle. 2.39 regular season ERA, 11-4 record. Now 100 innings pitched, 77 strikeouts, and 33 walks. You get another look at Grace Lopez in the rundown. Tagged there by Navarrete for out number 1. Big Sky Pitcher of the Year, Marley Galuskin. Misses even the count against Saxton. Last week, 14 innings, 2 earned runs, a shutout to force Game 3. Got the ball in Game 3, went the distance, allowing 2 earned and bringing home the Big Sky regular season trophy. But Idaho State still searching for their first program tournament trophy. 6 regular season titles now. No Big Sky tournament winners. Could this be the Bengals team to finally break through? Heavy seniors and juniors all around. Junior Jenny Kearns catching. Senior transfer Sydney Groves over at first. Second base junior Belle Navarrete. Junior at shortstop Karen McDonald. Third base is a senior and Kennedy Dudley. And then left field, senior Alyssa. Center field, senior Ava Brown. In right field, the redshirt freshman Kira Day. So 2-2 on Saxton.
Yeah, like you mentioned Logan, Marley Gillespie in the circle, gonna work side to side with that screw curve drop combo, but for me, it's her changeup. It is an elite changeup, and when it is on, it is deadly.
Montana, the program record 6 home runs in game 1. Chloe Saxton hit one of those 6 long balls. Had her on deck, had 3. So 2-2 on Chloe Saxton. Pitch from Marley Gillespie. Caught by Karen McDonald for out number 2. McDonald elevates, makes the catch. They're 2 gone.
That's a changeup right there by Marley Gillespie. And Saxton does a good job of sitting on it, but ultimately just hits it right at Cameron McDonald, who's able to corral that for out number 2.
Now maybe the hottest batter in the planet right now, Anna Cockle. 3 for 3 in game 1 with a walk, all 3 hits. Long ball, 3 home runs.
Yeah, what I'm most curious to see in this matchup today is how Montana makes adjustments based on the 2 previous times they've seen Gillespie.
Cockhill went 1 for 8 against Idaho State in the series. Did walk 3 times, drove in 1 RBI, scored once. 0-1 honor. The 0-1 pitch. Misses up for a ball. Leaves the count 1-1 on the Helena, Montana native.
Yeah, get a look at that last play right here, and Cameron McDonald just able to get up there and snag it for out number 2.
The crowd has filled in here at Miller Ranch Park, home of Direct Communications Field and Idaho State softball. Second time in 3 years Pocatello is playing host to the Big Sky softball championships.
And they'll get to do it all again next year.
3 regular season titles in 4 years. In the 5th year, Andrew Rich as leading the Idaho State program. Steph Ewing in her 2nd year. One of the best turnarounds in all of college softball. Montana Grizz, who already were able to take down 1 of the Blue Bloods in the conference, Weber State, earlier today. See if they can maintain their giant killer ways by taking down Idaho State here in their 2nd game of the 2026 Big Sky Championships presented by Jambar. The 2-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Marley Gillespie. In the dirt, counts ran full.
Anna Cockhill doing just a really nice job here of working the count, been able to foul off some pitches, and I feel like that's just the type of hitter that she is. She goes up there, she sees a lot of pitches, she has good at bats, and obviously last game she was crushing the ball every time she was up at the plate, so.
The full count pitch from Gillespie. Fouled away to the left side.
The key for Montana today is, are they going to be able to string hits together to score runs off of Gillespie? And they were able to hit Marley a little bit better in that 2nd game, but ultimately not able to string anything together. And Marley was able to shut him down and bring home that regular season Big Sky Championship for the Bengals.
Full count, 2 outs. Pitch from Gillespie. Winner will play game 3 tomorrow. Game 7 overall. Loser will play the early game tomorrow against Portland State. So full count, 2 outs. Hancock staying alive. Marley Gillespie sets and fires. Called 3rd strike. Gillespie 1-2-3 to start things off for the Bengals. They'll grab the bats and head to the bottom of the 1st. You're watching the 2026 Big Sky Championships presented by Jambar on ESPN Plus.
What you put in determines what you get out. This is true for sports. You've got to be willing to do the hard work. There are no shortcuts. That also holds true for how you fuel your body. At Jambar, we take pride in only putting the cleanest whole foods in our organic energy bars. No fad diets, no false promises. Just healthy ingredients to power your performance. Jambar, the official energy bar of the Big Sky Conference.
1. Some say it's the loneliest number. But when 1 is a collection of many, one can stand for all. At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, we've been your one local and trusted healthcare partner for 85 years. And through every journey, our one true focus has remained the same: to elevate the highest levels of preventive care and overall wellness, one member at a time. Always keeping you and the ones you love at the center of everything we do.
Pocatello. Is it a noun or a verb? Either way, let's Pocatello. You can do all this. Or this. Go to visitpocatello.com to get every minute out of your visit.
Have you decided yet?
Kara Sweet in the circle for Montana. 5 innings in game 1. She gets to start again here in game 3. On the season, 3.93 ERA, 89 innings pitched, 46 strikeouts, 34 walks. She'll be facing a deadly Idaho State lineup, led off by All Big Sky Alyssa Yee, All Big Sky Cameron McDonald batting second, batting third. Former Big Sky Player of the Year, and this year All Big Sky first team, Ava Brown. All Big Sky Sydney Groves batting fourth. All Big Sky Jenna Kearns batting fifth. All Big Sky Kira Day batting sixth. All Big Sky Jaden Moore batting seventh. And then Kennedy Dudley and Belle Navarrete batting eighth and ninth. Defensively for the Grizz, catcher Grayson Graviette. Over at first base, Kaylee Mejia. Second base, Grace Lopez. This one's caught by the third baseman, Brianna Gutierrez. Shortstop, Anna Cockhill. Left field, JoJo Christians. Center field, Jessica Churms. And right field, Mackenzie Bukowski.
That's a lot of All Big Sky in the Bengals.
Yeah, and there's a lot in Montana, too. They had Grace Lopez, Anna Cockhill, JoJo Christians, Mackenzie Bukowski, Kaylee Mejia, and then Kara Sweet in the circle. All Big Sky honorees. First pitch, Cameron McDonald taken for a strike.
The last time these two teams met up, as you'll get a look at that last play right here, just nice grab over there by Gutierrez. The last time these two teams met up, Cameron McDonald did a really good job of utilizing the bunt for a base hit, and I think she had at least 3 bunt for a base hits. As you see right there, she tried to do it, but
called strike. So 0-2 on McDonald. Yeah, she went 7 for 11, scored 3 runs against Montana last weekend. So quickly 0-2 on the junior shortstop. Kara Sweet trying to win 2 games for the Grizz in one day. That one misses.
I really think that bunt for a base hit has really changed the game for Cameron McDonald, obviously in her junior season now, but she's been utilizing it a lot more as the season's gone on. So now defenses have to play her as if she's going to bump, and then she can also hit the ball out of the park. Right. So it makes it hard to defend against a hitter like Cameron McDonald.
That one misses down for a ball. So 2-2 now. Like a fellow Washington native. Yeah, it seemed like to be really her breakout series against Seattle U. Had a game-tying hit, ended up having the walk-off home run in the 14th inning. And since then, she's really hasn't looked back.
Yeah.
Batting 500 in conference. 2-2, grounded foul.
Yeah, it was hitting in the 9 spot for the Bengals, so kind of acting as that second leadoff. But since that breakout conference series before conference started, she moved up into that 2-hole, and she's really been a good buffer between Alyssa Yee and Ava Brown, I think, with moving people over and getting on base herself for hitters like Ava Brown and Sydney Gross to drive in.
So 2-2 on McDonald. The pitch from Sweet. Called, third strike.
Man, what a pitch on the outer half by Kara Sweet. We saw her go there for strike number 2 and ultimately able to go back there to get strike number 3 with Gavarette framing it up back there. First strikeout of the day for Kara Sweet.
So 2 gone for Ava Brown. Ava, one of the most decorated careers in Big Sky history. One last award awaiting would be to hoist the tournament trophy. The one thing she really hasn't been able to do in the Big Sky. Has won the home run crown, has won player of the year, won freshman player of the year. It's been all Big Sky all 4 years. Has won 3 regular season championships. But
now it's just the final.
thing that matters the most to her, winning the tournament title.
The final feather in the cap.
Quickly 0-2 on Ava Brown.
Well, and it was really her class that has really kind of helped rejuvenate this Bengals program and just really helped bring a lot of success back to Pocatello, obviously with the addition of Andrew Rich as the head coach, but it's really been her class that's kind of helped solidify that.
0-2 misses. So now 1-2 on the senior center fielder. ISU lost in winner-take-all game last year, lost in the winner-take-all game in 2023. Find themselves once again 3 wins away from the tournament again. That one misses, so 2-2.
That's a really nice pitch on the inner half.
Yeah,
by
strike
Kara
zone
Sweet.
seems to be a little more extended on the sides of the plate. Vertically,
Yep.
I'm not seeing
Yep.
as much of expansion. So 2-2, 2 outs. Pitch from Kara Sweet. Misses. A full count now on Ava Brown. Sydney Groves stands on deck. Big Sky home run and RBI leader. First, you have to pitch to Brown. Full count, 2 outs. Sweet looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Cockhill stops it. She have enough time to throw to first? No. It'll be an infield single for Ava Brown. First hit of the ball game for the Bengals.
Again,
Extends the inning for Groves.
another great play by Anna Cockhill with the speed of Ava Brown. She wasn't going to get her, but really great grab right there by the shortstop, and it'll extend the inning for the Bengals, but man, what a defensive play.
Sydney Groves on the year, batting .342, 1.191 OPS, 18 home runs, 58 RBIs. It's also walked 23 times, 9 doubles in her 52 hits.
Yeah, she's just brought so much power. As you get a look at that last play right there by Anna Cockhill. Great job going to her throwing side, and nice grab over there by Mejia to keep it there. But she's just, Sydney Groves has just brought so much power and so much experience to this Bengal lineup, and has really just fit in quite nicely here as a Bengal.
She herself was in a winner-take-all game last year in the Mountain West with Boise State. Now finds herself beautiful Pocatello, the 2-0, 3-0. Time called by Sweet.
You could tell that's before Sweet threw that last pitch there. She was a little, I think, unsure, kind of shaking her head a little bit. So good job by the pitcher, the sophomore pitcher, to call time and talk to her catcher. But at a 3-0 count, I think you just got to be really, really careful with where you pitch Sydney Groves, especially because she did hit 2 home runs in the series against Montana that final weekend.
Yes. 4 for 11 in that series. Scored both her runs via the home run. Had 8 RBIs in a walk.
She really put the nail in the coffin in that last game with that 3-run home run.
4-pitch walk to Sydney Groves. Puts Ava Brown in scoring position for the junior catcher, Pocatello, Idaho native, Jenna Kearns.
Go ahead.
I was going to say Jenna on the year, batting .340 with 1,000 exact OPS.
I was going to say that last at bat to Sydney Groves kind of makes you wonder if it was a unintentional
I don't think she's going to be getting many
walk.
pitches this entire tournament.
No.
Unless they really have
Trying to get
throw it
herself
her,
out instead of bringing anything, but it'll give an opportunity to Jenna Kearns here.
First pitch strike to Kearns. Kearns in that series against Montana went 3 for 9, scored a run, 2 RBIs, and 2 walks. Both 2 over 3 hits, going for doubles.
She's done a pretty good job hitting behind Sydney Groves, being able to protect her.
That one misses. Ends the count 1-1. First 2 batters retired. Line out to third, strikeout McDonald, and a base hit, infield single by Ava Brown, and a walk to Sydney Groves. So 2 on, 2 outs, 1-1 pitch. Here it is. In the air, third base, have enough room. Did she?
I think so.
Yeah, she did. All right. So I didn't see it. So that'll retire the side. Bengals get a couple on base. Can't bring anyone home. The score remains 0-0. We'll head to the top of the second after the break. You're watching Big Sky Championship Softball presented by Jambar on ESPN+.
In the bottom of the first inning, the Bengals scored no runs.
against Marley Goluskin. Mejia batting 400 on the year, 1,013 OPS, 6 extra bases over 26 total hits. Goluskin in the circle over second inning of work. Got a somewhat 1-2-3 inning, allowed a double, but Grace Lopez was out trying to extend it to a triple. First pitch misses to Mejia.
Kind of an unconventional 1-2-3, but nonetheless recorded 3 straight outs. Looking to go back to work here for her second inning.
The 1-0. Line stopped by Dudley, tosses over to first. Great play, Kennedy Dudley for out number 1 here in the second.
And we talked about it earlier in the day in the broadcast, but Kennedy Dudley, again, another great defensive third baseman here. Going to the backhand off the hard hit ball of Mejia, and able to just toss it over to Cindy Groves for out number 1. So
JoJo Christians will bat here with 1 gone. JoJo Christians on the season, regular season went .295 with a .904 OPS. Up the yard 6 times. Just want a short or slow ground ball. McDonald to Groves, quickly 2 gone.
Goluskin does a good job here of just jamming up Christian on the hands and just hits a little weak ground ball over to Cameron McDonald, who easily fields it for out number 2, as that's the last play. The first play of the inning by Kennedy Dudley. Great backhand right there.
Kenzie Bukowski steps up to the box. About .308 on the season, 879 OPS, 5 home runs, 33 RBIs, 11 doubles. A third of her hits going for extra bases. First pitch misses. 2 gone here in the top of the second.
0 for 2 in the first game against Weber today, but did walk, so was able to get on base.
The 1-0. 2-0.
That's a really nice pitch on the outer part of the plate by Goluskin.
2-0, 2 outs. Goluskin getting her sign. Fires. 3-0 now. Grayson Graviette on deck. 3-0 on Bukowski. Bukowski, the sophomore. Out of McMinnville, Oregon. A couple McMinnville players in this tournament.
I was going to say, I've heard you say that twice now.
With Abby Carsley on Poland State.
Yep.
Walks over to first base, so Bukowski reaches first base runner for the Grizzlies here in the second inning.
First free pass of the day for Marley Goluskin.
So now it'll be Grayson Graviette's turn. A little bit of a shocker coming today. We assumed Tarrant would start, learned that she's out for the tournament with a concussion. So it's up to Grayson Graviette, the freshman catcher, to pick up the load. She drew a great walk against Weber State before a home run by Brianna Gutierrez. That really broke that game open.
Yep.
So now with 2 outs, she's facing Marley Goluskin. Koski on first via the walk. First pitch to Grayson. Misses inside.
She also did a really nice job behind the plate in that first game, especially when she was working with Kara Sweet, just able to kind of get some pitches framed and really just keep the composure of her pitchers out there. So stepping up in the time of need.
The 1-0. High fly ball. Will it stay in? No. Right behind us.
That's probably as close we're going to get to a ball being hit over here.
I was bracing for impact.
I was too. I kind of like hunkered my head down a little bit, but
1-1.
I wonder how much the tent would give if it did get hit by a ball.
I don't think much.
It's all
probably just bouncing the nail of fan.
Like a trampoline.
1-1. Pitch. Send to left field. Foul. So 1-2 on Graviette. 1 runner on, 2 outs here in the second inning. Bukowski on first base via 4-pitch walk.
Montana looking for a little 2-out magic here, trying to manufacture runs however they can.
73 degrees now in beautiful Pocatello. The pitch from Gluskin. Fouled away. Beautiful day. Little to no wind. Flag is moving a little more than it has all day. But
the flag's
really
moving slightly. Yeah. Not like we've seen it in the past where sometimes the wind is just crazy. But yeah, a lot of really great turnout from the Pocatello locals, the Idaho State faithful.
1-2's belted left field and foul. Yeah, in Missoula, about a 4.5-hour drive. Not too far comparatively to a lot of other teams in the conference. Weber State with the shortest drive, about 2 hours. Furthest, I'm guessing, to be Sac State.
That's what I was thinking,
Portland State pretty close up there, too. The 1-2. Ground ball, McDonald fields it, throws to first. 2 scoreless innings to start the day for Marley Gluskin and the Bengals. They'll look to score first in the bottom half of the second. You're watching the Big Sky Conference Championships on ESPN Plus, presented by Jam Bar.
In the top of the second inning, Montana scored no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base.
Three of the 2026 Big Sky Championships presented by Jam Bar. Kira Day leading things off for the Bengals. And Cara Sweat's second inning of work in this ball game. Went 5 innings in game 1, so her 7th inning of work overall on the entire day. Kira Day on the season, the redshirt freshman, batted .326, 1.157 or OPS with 10 home runs, 32 RBIs. Your 10th home run against Montana last weekend.
Yeah, Kira Day really came out swinging strong on the season. Was in a 3-way tight run with Sydney Groves and Ava Brown before kind of going through a little bit of a home run drought. But like you said, Logan hit one in Missoula.
1-1. Hit hard and foul.
What a play by Coach Rich over there. He still got it.
Still got it. So 1-2 now on Kira Day. It'll be Day, Jaden Moore, and Kennedy Dudley due up for the Bengals here in the bottom of the second.
Bengals looking to open up the scoring here in the second inning.
1 foul away. Yeah, in game 3, the penultimate game, the Big Sky Championship game in the regular season, was scoreless through 2 on both sides. This is where ISU struck first in the top half of the third. 1-2. Tries to get Day to chase, but it's outside. So 2-2 now, evens the count.
ISU, oh, go ahead, sorry. I was going to say, ISU just has a really tough lineup to throw to because, like you said, a lot of all-conference mentions, and then they just make adjustments really well and just are able to string some hits together, so.
2-2, ground ball, Grace Lopez. Fields tosses to first. There's 1 gone here in the bottom of the second. The one guy that'll bring the plate, Jaden Moore, the senior, getting her
23,
first real true starting time her senior year.
Yeah.
She made it well worth it. Batted .381 on the regular season, 1,000 OPS, 5 home runs, 21 RBIs, 10 of her 32 hits going for extra bases. Only struck out twice in the regular season. First pitch inside, misses. Struck out to end the loss against Sac State. That was her first strikeout. Came with 4 games remaining in the regular season. Then struck out her first at-bat against Montana in that series. 2 for 4 overall that weekend, including a run scored, RBI, and a walk. Called strike, you must count 1-1.
Yeah, Moore's been one of those hitters and players in general that's just been really fun to watch develop and grow as she spent her time at ISU last year. Used more in a bit of a pinch hit role, but really able to come in clutch. And then this year also used a pinch hitter in the beginning. And then, like you said, Logan, when she got that opportunity to start, she kind of ran with it.
Yeah,
and really hasn't come out of the lineup since.
So 1-2 on Moore. Cara Sweet looking to match Gluskin. Go 2 straight scoreless frames. The pitch. Ground ball. It's going to be in the center field for a base hit. Jaden Moore with this 1-out single. Puts her on first base for Kennedy Dudley.
Again, just another good piece of hitting by the senior DP, but just lets that ball get deep and takes it right back where it's pitched and able to get the Bengals with their second hit of the ball game.
Kennedy Dudley had a massive double in Game 3 that broke the score into 3-0 early. She faces Sweet for the first time today. First pitch swinging in the left field. And Christians makes the catch for out number 2. So 1 pitch. Retires Dudley for out number 2. Now the 9-hole hitter, Belle Navarrete, will step to the plate. Belle went 2 for 7, scored a run, had a double, and 2 stolen bases against Montana last weekend. Or excuse me, Renee had the 2 stolen bases. First pitch strike. Moore stands on first. She had a 1-out single. Belle Navarrete, the Ontario, Oregon native, batting .220 or .258 this season with a .729 OPS. The 0-1 pitch. This one driven into left field. Christians ranging back off the wall. They're going to send Moore to the plate. The play at the plate. She is safe. Bengals strike first. It's 1-0. RBI double, Belle Navarrete.
What a swing of the bat from the junior second baseman. Just gets a pitch on the outer half and just jumps all over it. Jaden Moore off with the crack of the bat, and Coach Rich sending her Bengals score first.
Now turn the order back to the leadoff hitter, and Alyssa Yee, Belle Navarrete. One of the biggest swings in her career, driving home the first run. It's 1-0.
And that's why that 9-hitter is just so crucial at the bottom of the lineup. And you see Belle Navarrete just able to get a good piece and able to turn the lineup over to Alyssa Yee.
So it's 1-0. Alyssa Yee lined out to the third baseman. Brianna Gutierrez, her last time around in the first inning. Second time facing Sweet today. Swinging first pitch. Bukowski calling everyone off. Makes the catch for out number 3. Idaho State scores first on a pair of hits by Jaden Moore and Belle Navarrete. The score now, Bengals 1, Grizz nothing. We'll head to the top of third. Montana looking to even things up or take the lead. You're watching the 2026 Big Sky Championships presented by Jambar on ESPN+.
2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. After 2
top of the third, looking to even things up against Idaho State. First pitch swinging, Brianna Gutierrez fouls it off. It'll be Gutierrez, Cherms, then top of the order in Grace Lopez. So 0-1 on Gutierrez, batting .203 now in the season, 629 OPS. Hit her 5th home run of the season earlier today against Weber State. The 0-1 pitch. Foul back.
Yeah, the home run she hit in game 1 today was just a shot. All of them were shots, but it was just a shot off the bat to left field. And
that was the hardest hit, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, Anna Cockill's got into the berm, but Gutierrez, in terms of seconds to stay to the ball, that was gone in about the last second.
Yes.
Ball was destroyed. 0-2. Very line. It was just a line drive.
Yep.
For Cockill, she had some more arc.
She did. It did have arc,
a little
for
rainbow out to the berm and center. So 0-2 on Brianna Gutierrez. Montana program record, 6 home runs in game 1 today. We've seen 7 Northern Quest Resort and Casino home runs so far in this tournament. Through just 2 games and I guess 2 innings.
Yeah. Sadie Kirk
So I guess
had
14 innings now.
Yeah. That's a lot,
14 complete innings, 7 home runs.
Yeah.
One tournament.
Tune
in.
Yeah, exactly.
1-2. This one ripped deep left field. Foul. Trying to get number 8.
Yeah, right there. But you can tell these Montana hitters are trying to make that adjustment off of Marley Gillespie. They're just not able to keep that inside pitch fair, but they're able to recognize it and jump all over it. And now it's just going to be a matter of making that adjustment to keep it fair down the left field line.
So 1-2 on the Fontana, California native. Gillespie gets her sign. Picks her grip. In the pitch. Ground ball, foul.
Kennedy Dudley's getting her work over there on foul balls.
1-2, no outs. Gutierrez leading things off for the Grizz here in the top of the third. Montana trying to get their first Big Sky title since 2017. Just misses, seems to count 2-2.
What a great pitch on the outer half right there by Marley Gillespie, and Jenna Kearns framing it up, but ultimately called a ball, so Gutierrez will live to see another pitch.
The 2-2. This one sent to center field. Brown makes the catch. Wow. There's one gone in the inning, Taylor.
That ball was smoked off the bat of Gutierrez, and you can tell Ava Brown, perfect first step, just laying out full Superman style, able to record out number 1 for the Bengals. Man, what a great play from Ava Brown in center field.
The senior center fielder making the play for out number 1. Jessica Cherms also had a home run in game 1 of the tournament. Takes a first pitch strike, beautiful ball from Gillespie.
I just love defense. If we could get a defensive highlight reel of all these awesome plays, that would be so sick.
Sure, Big Sky will cook something up.
Big Sky, if you're listening, please, that would be sick.
I hope they're listening. It's their thing. Sherns went 2 for 8 in the series last weekend. As Navarrete can't make the play, it'll bounce away from second base into left field. It'll be a single for Jessica Cherms. They'll turn the lineup over to Grace Lopez.
Another great defensive effort by the Bengals, and Belle Navarrete just inches away from securing out number 2, but ultimately will go down as a base hit for Cherms. And like you said, Logan, turned the lineup over to Grace Lopez, who had a double her first at bat, but ultimately ended up getting thrown out on the base pass.
So 1 on, 1 out for Grace Lopez. Corners ranging a little bit in, a couple feet in from their respective bags.
The double play has been a friend of the Bengals this season. They've turned 23 so far in the year, so the ability to do it again.
No double play there as that one shot into left field for a single by Grace Lopez. So back-to-back hits for the Grizz. Looking to get something going here in the top of the third. Now Chloe Saxton, the lone senior on this Montana squad, will grab the bat, but not before an infield meeting between the Bengals.
Yeah, Grace Lopez just really seems to be seeing the ball really well out of the hand of Goluskin. Had that double off the wall, as we mentioned, but they're just nice little single over into left field, and ultimately will bring to the plate, like you said, Chloe Saxton, and give the almost said the Bengals, the Grizzlies, an opportunity with a runner in scoring position.
Tying run now on second. The
Look at
leading
that.
run will be on first.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there.
Well, she's halfway to a cycle. Just 3 innings. Grace Lopez, a double and a single.
And we're only in the third inning.
Yeah, so they have a chance. Chloe Saxton, she went 1 for 6 in the series against ISU last weekend. Had to run 4 walks, though, in that series. And a hit by pitch. She had 5 free passes in that series. Celebrating the senior weekend. Line foul.
Skylar Williams is standing at the end of that Bengal dugout, and she was kind of juking him out over there. It was really funny to watch. You can tell that these Montana hitters are being a lot more aggressive, especially as they've started to come through here in the third inning, really trying to put together some good at-bats and get a good piece of something to try to make something happen, manufacture some runs.
The 0-1 pitch. High fly ball. It'll stay in the infield. Infield fly called, and McDonald makes the catch. 2 gone.
Good pitch right there by Goluskin, just able to get Saxton way underneath it and pop up into the infield, so runners have to stay put. But with 2 outs, that'll bring to the plate Anna Cockhill.
Yeah, it's early in this game. This is a matchup we're going to be looking back on for the rest of the game. And after the game, we'll probably be talking about Anna Cockhill,
Yeah.
3 home runs in game 1. Marley Goluskin, 2 complete games against Montana last week. Pitcher of the year. All conference first team shortstop. A true battle with 2 runners on, 1-0 lead for Goluskin here in the third.
Which honestly, if you're a big time player, these are the matchups you want to see. If you're a competitor, these are what you want to see. And this, I think, just is a true test of what you're made of as a player, and it's really fun to watch.
This one flared into right field, is down. A run will score. A blue RBI single for Cockhill ties things up 1-1 here in the third.
So not the home run swing we saw from her in game 1 today, but able just to get enough over the head of Belle Navarrete and ultimately score Jessica Churns to tie this game up at 1 apiece.
2 bloop singles in the inning, a line drive single by Grace Lopez, and we're tied 1-1. Runners on the corners for Kaylee Mejia, looking to give the Grizz the lead.
Grounded out to third base with Kennedy Dudley in her first at bat. See if the Grizzlies run a first and third play here. That's a great pitch right there. Yeah. I believe it was called a ball, but a really great pitch, and you could tell that Jenna Kurz was trying to frame it up as best she could, but it doesn't really get much better than that. So.
The 1-0. High fly ball. Kira Day ranging under it. Makes a catch to keep the game tied. Montana, RBI single. But who else? But Anna Cockhill ties things 1-1. Bengals look to regain the lead in the bottom half of the third. You're watching the 2026 Big Sky Softball Championships presented by Jam Bar on ESPN+.
Top of the third inning, Montana scored 1.
Basketball fans, Starch Madness is back, returning to downtown Boise in Idaho Central Arena this March 7th to 11th.
Up with Montana and on to the NCAA tournament.
Experience Boise's vibrant downtown with walkable restaurants, hotels, and championship basketball. Make your travel plans today at visitboise.com or by scanning this QR code. March starts in Boise.
In the heart of Montana's untamed wilderness, a legend is brewing. Jeremiah Johnson Brewing, the official beer of the Big Sky Conference. Brewed with the rugged spirit of the West. Jeremiah Johnson is simply a world-class, straightforward, no-nonsense beer. Do well.
Wow, $1 million.
Yeah. Whoa. Itchery. didn't touch it. I was just using it as a drink tray.
Sir, I'm obligated to inform you that I have a yellow belt in the art of karate.
Yellow? What's your signature move? The fist of mild discomfort?
Try again.
The flinching dragon.
That's not a thing.
The flying side-eye?
We're getting warmer.
We're tied here in the bottom of the third inning here in beautiful Pocatello, Idaho. As Cameron McDonald will lead things off for Idaho State 2-3-4 due up against Kara Sweet. Sweet Kara Sweet's 8th inning now of work overall on the day. Inning number 3 of this ball game. First pitch. Misses outside for a ball. Another real close ball.
Pitch on the outer half, and that was very similar, I think, to the pitch that Cameron McDonald actually got rung up on in her first
yeah.
So
the strike zones seem to have gotten tighter in the second inning and the top half of the third. Ground ball past Grace Lopez for a single. Bengals in business here in the bottom of the third. Leadoff single, Cameron McDonald.
Cameron McDonald just jumping on a pitch over the heart of the plate and able to hit it past the diving Grace Lopez, which will bring Ava Brown to the plate.
In round 1-for-1, infield single. A great stop by Cockill to keep it from going to the left field, which is able to beat it out on first base. McDonald stands at first, Brown at the plate. First pitch. Ground ball. Cockill throws to second. Lopez does not have a play at first. So it'll be a fielder's choice for Ava Brown. Trade spots to McDonald. There's one out in the inning.
Again, hits the ball right at Cockill and just able to toss it over to Lopez. Like you said, unable to complete the transfer, but getting the lead runner is just so big, especially when it would put them into scoring position over there. So good job by Anna Cockill.
Groves at the plate. Walked on 4 pitches her first time. First pitch misses to her.
Another close pitch on the outer
Very
part of the
close.
plate.
So Brown stands at first now. Groves at the plate. See if they give her a pitch to hit here. With 1 out, 1 runner on, I'd assume so. Crushed into right field. Bukowski getting under it, makes the catch for out number 2.
Sydney Grove missed a home run right there by just a couple of inches, but really great job by Kara Sweet getting her to swing at a pitch on the outer half of the plate, and ultimately the long fly out will record out number 2 for Montana. As you see here, just underneath it a little bit. I think if she lets that ball get just a little bit deeper, I think it's gone.
So 2 outs for Kearns. Flew out her last time in foul territory. Brown over at first. There's a called strike.
On the inner half of the plate this time.
So 0-1 on Kearns.
I don't think the Idaho State faithful were very pleased with that one.
0-1. Runner on the move. She'll pause into left field. So a single keeps hitting alive. Jenna Kearns reaches first, advancing Brown to second. It'll be Kira Day's turn at the plate.
Again, just a nice, simple swing of the bat, not trying to do too much, just deposits that ball into left field for a single there. As you said, it'll bring Kira Day to the plate with a great opportunity to put the Bengals ahead here.
Kearns 0-for-1 on the day. Flew out to the third baseman her last time around. See what's in store here for her second at bat. As Graviette and Sweet talking in the circle. 2 on, 2 out. Brown at second. Retrieve the fielder's choice. Kearns at first via the single into left field. First pitch swinging's Day fouls it off to right field.
And if you are Montana here, you do have options of where to get the third out. Obviously got to force it at every base all around, so options to play with. And on the flip side, if you're Idaho State, you really want to try to capitalize on Ava Brown out there in scoring position and having 2 outs, trying to put another run up on the board.
The 1 pitch. Misses outside. He was count 1-1. Sweet gets her sign. Here's the pitch. One send to left field. Easy play for JoJo Christians. Retires aside. Bengals able to get 2 runners on via 2 hits. Not able to get anyone home. This game remains tied. Heading to the top of the 4th. You're watching the 2026 Big Sky Championships presented by Jambar on ESPN+. TV. You can watch all out-of-market games live or on demand, all in one place. A lot of softball on the ESPN app, a lot of baseball on the ESPN app, all in one place as this game is tied 1-1 here in the top of the 4th inning. Idaho State scoring 1 run on 5 hits. The lone run came in the 2nd. Montana able to match them in the 3rd. They have 1 run on 4 hits. Leading things off will be JoJo Christians, who got the 3rd out of the bottom half of the 3rd inning. First pitch from Marley Goluskin here in the 4th inning. Called strike.
Well, you mentioned, Logan, both these teams very evenly matched, obviously with 1 run apiece, and Montana with 4 hits and Idaho State with 5. And I think this is the kind of game we kind of expected to see, especially after the last weekend of the regular season. And I think what it's going to come down to is who can throw the final punch.
Right. They're leaving the count upstairs, 1-1. So 1 more game after this. Northern Colorado, Sacramento State, the nightcap here in day 1. Loser of this game will play game 1 tomorrow. Game 5 overall against Portland State. Then the loser, Northern Colorado Sac State, will play Weber State in the 2nd game tomorrow. Winner play the winner of Northern Colorado and Sac State on the 3rd game, game 7 overall, tomorrow night. And if you win that one, you get a day off.
Oh, how nice! How nice!
Winning this game puts you in the top 3.
Puts you in a really good spot, too, to do well the rest of the tournament as well.
Swing and a miss. Goluskin gets JoJo Christians a chase for out number 1 here in the 4th.
Just the 2nd strikeout of the day for Goluskin, but you see there she just climbed the ladder upstairs and able to get Christians swinging for out number 1.
So Bukowski, we'll get another look at this pitch.
Just a nice rise ball up in the top of the zone.
Bukowski walked on 4 pitches her first time, her first plate appearance in the 2nd inning. Just misses.
Another great outside corner pitch.
So 1-0 on Bukowski. I'd love to get her first hit against the Bengals this season. 0 for 7 in the series against them. Walked earlier today, though. Fouls it back.
Yeah,
count 1-1.
Walked on 4 straight pitches her last at bat, so didn't really get much to swing at.
So 1-1, 1 out. The sophomore Mackenzie Bukowski, batting .308 on the year, .879 OPS. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. So 1-2 now on Bukowski.
Goluskin this whole game has just done a really good job of going at these Montana hitters, and I feel like that's also something she did really well in her last 2 starts against Montana to end the regular season. Just no fear, able to go right at them and really just spin the ball to the best of her ability, and she's been able to get the Montana Grizzlies out pretty frequently.
1-2, fouled away. 3 hits last inning, 2 of them being just kind of little bloopers that got perfectly found some space.
Yeah.
One right behind second base and one into right field in between Bell and Kira out there. 1-2 pitch. Can score in a variety of ways in softball.
Yeah. The long ball.
Long ball. We've seen Montana do it both.
Yep, good timely hitting, good team at bats.
So 2-2, 1 out. Goluskin gets her sign. Here's the pitch. Misses outside. Good eye by Bukowski. Full count now.
That was a really good pitch right there by Goluskin, and to the credit of Bukowski, really able to lay off, but it really broke hard at the last minute. So good job by the left fielder as she'll run the count full, or the right fielder, I should say, excuse me, to run the count full.
Full count, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Dudley handles it. Tosses Groves. 2 gone.
Kennedy Dudley just continuing to be a defensive mainstay over there on that left side of the infield. Just no problem fielding that ground ball and tosses it over to Cindy Groves for out number 2.
Now the freshman Grayson grabbing the bat. 0 for 1 today. Grounds it out to Cameron McDonald on just 1 pitch. First pitch strike.
Change up from Goluskin there, just able to paint that outside corner beautifully.
Oh, 1 delivery. This one flared out into center. Another bloop single for the Grizz. The inning stays alive. Single for Grayson Graviette.
Doesn't always have to be a really hard hit ball, but right there just able to get enough of that changeup just to put it in that triangle between Navarrete, McDonald, and Brown. It's going to fall in for a base hit and continue the inning here for the Grizzlies with 2 outs.
So we'll have a pinch runner for Graviette. It looks like it is. Is that 16?
I believe so.
Aaron Garcia, or no, excuse me, wrong roster. Eva Butler.
You're like,
not Sacramento State. There were no trades between games. Brianna Gutierrez will grab the bat. Eva Butler, a freshman out of Puyallup, Washington. Emerald Ridge High School.
So again, another 2-out opportunity for the Grizzlies here. We've seen it on both sides with Idaho State last inning having a 2-out opportunity. And like I said here, Grizzlies getting an opportunity of their own.
So 2 outs, 1 runner on for Brianna Gutierrez. First pitch to her. Hit into left field. Alyssa under it makes the catch for out number 3. So 1 hit, no runs. No scoring here for the Grizzlies in the top half of the 4th. Bengals will grab the bat, so you're watching the 2026 Big Sky Championships presented by Jam Bar on ESPN+.
As the sun rises over the Rocky Mountains on a new era, we stand on a foundation etched in stone. Built on the backs of legends, All-Americans, and national champions, we've made our mark not only in the West, but across the nation and the globe. Through perseverance and commitment to a world-class student-athlete experience, we've set ourselves apart from our peers as an untraveled road lies ahead. We are the Big Sky Conference, where experience is elevated.
Bengals prevail. They focus on the greater good. They roar. And at Idaho State University, Bengals rise. Stride confidently into what's next. That end game that changes the game. You're the driving force, the main character of your own story. Idaho State University. Bengals rise. Bengals roar.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Jaden Moore leads things off for the Bengals. 7-8-9 due up. First pitch from Kara Sweet misses outside for a ball. Moore 1-for-1 single into center field her last time. Scored on a double by Belle Navarrete. Kara Sweet now on her 9th inning of work overall on this Monday. Gets more to fish. It's 1-1.
Holy changeup right there by Kara Sweet. That was nasty. Really fell off the table. I think that's the best changeup we've seen her throw all day. That was dirty.
I have to agree. 1-1. Another swing and a miss. Speeds her up this time. 1-2 now on Moore. It'll be more Dudley than Navarrete due up for the Bengals.
I feel like if you're Kara Sweet, in order to really see success as you start to see these Bengal hitters for a third time, you really have to start working that changeup in.
This one stays fair. Moore trying to beat it out. She will! Infield single, Jaden Moore, leadoff hit for the Bengals. We'll see if Steffi Ewing wants to look at it. Doesn't look like, well, kind of crazy we've not seen a challenge yet, by the way.
This
is game 3, no challenges.
I agree, no challenges.
I guess, hey, umpire's doing a good job.
Exactly. Well, and there I like to call that the swunt, the swing and bunt. And honestly, the swunt is the hardest ball to defend against in the game of softball because you cannot prepare for it. As I believe Chloe McGreevy is going to come in to run.
Pinch running for Chloe McGreevy.
So everybody write that down, the swunt. The swunt.
Kennedy Dudley at the plate, flew out on one pitch her last time around. Her main prerogative, advance. Chloe McGreevy over to second.
Yeah, good opportunity right here for the senior third baseman. Been making plays all day long.
First pitch misses.
Goes back to the changeup there. Been making plays all day long at third base and now really can contribute on the other side of the ball here with her offenses. Chloe McGreevy does have good speed at first base, so curious to see if Andrew Rich is going to send her.
Gets a bunt down. Only plays out first. They'll make the play. To retire Dudley, moves McGreevy into scoring position. One gone here in the bottom of the fourth.
Fun fact, I don't know how many it is, but Kennedy Dudley has the most sack bunts on the team.
Really?
Yeah, this season. And adds another one right there to her total, but
I guess most McDonald's will just be base hits.
Yeah, hers mostly just end up being base hits, but Kennedy Dudley, both sack bunts.
So Belle Navarrete has the lone RBI for the Bengals in this game, an RBI double. She's at the plate once again. One gone. That pitch in there for a strike. Touches the bottom of the zone. Down the count now, 0-1.
Again, Chloe McGreevy has really good speed out at second base, so any ball to the outfield, you're probably going to see her try to score, so.
That one misses. Herviette blocks it. And count now even at 1-1. Lissy stands on deck. 5 hits for the Grizz, 1 run, 6 hits now. For Idaho State, just 1 run. Both teams struggling with runners on base. 1-1 fouled away. That experience and good pitching from Gluskin and Sweet.
Yep. Which I think initially in that end of season, regular season conference matchup, that was kind of what we expected to see. And getting it here today, a pitcher's duel, the first real pitcher's duel of the day. We saw it a little bit in the earlier games, but this is really truly.
Off the glove of first base. They're going to send McGreevy play at the plate. She is in there, and it's 2-1 Bengals. Belle Navarrete, 2 hits, 2 RBIs.
When we talked about here, sometimes when you don't put the ball hard and play, good things happen. But here, Belle Navarrete just turns on a pitch on the inner half, able to get, he had to misplay it, and Chloe McGreevy with all that speed going to score. Bengals go up 2-1.
And it looks like there's an opportunity for a tag here, and Graviette doesn't even look behind her. I think, yeah, I mean, it would have been tough to turn your body and get the tag, but there was a little bit of time. But they obviously wanted to keep Navarrete at first. They will, but now Navarrette's being lifted for Renee Chavez, who will pinch run for her at first base. Still just 1 gone in the inning for Alyssa Yee. So what went from being almost a fabulous catch by Kaylee Meha ends up being an RBI single.
Well, that would have been a huge out, too, if she was able to secure it, but it'll prolong the inning for the Bengals. And both the plays at the plate today, like you said, maybe could have been a little bit different, but I think just a little more sense of urgency of getting that ball in, and that's a little bit of a different outcome.
Aggressive send both times now by Andrew Rich, head coach and third base coach for Idaho State. Alyssa, third time at the plate, 0 for 2, line out, fly out. First pitch misses.
Ooh, nice pitch inside right there.
Graviette framed that one. I told that hand to elevate.
Yeah.
That was a nice pitch.
And you saw Sweet just kind of looking like, all right.
So 1-0 on Yi. See if they put Chavez on the move. The ball or strike?
I believe it was called strike. Yes.
Scoreboard says it was. All right, so 1-1 now on Alyssa Yi. Chavez over at first via Belnavarette single pitch. Lined over to Cockhill, great play. Overthrow second base. Obstruction, it looks like, on Chavez. She'll get to third regardless. And it's now first and third in E6. And it, for the Bengals, gets Yi on base. A great backhand by Cockhill. Greedy wanted the double play. Overthrows Grace Lopez covering as Steph Ewing wants a conference.
Yeah, like you said, a great play by Anna Cockhill, and just kind of slips out of her hand there, as probably would have gotten Chavez out at second base, but it'll be runners at first and third for the Bengals with just one out here in the inning, Logan.
So first and third, one out. You get Andrew Rich talking to his hitters, co-coach of the year. You have co-coach of the year Steph Ewing talking to her infield. Two brilliant masterminds of the conference, strategizing on how do you want to pitch to Cameron McDonald.
Let's see if they put Alyssa Yi in motion too, because she has
she leads the team in stolen base, right?
Yeah, I believe so. 15 for 17.
She was somewhat close in the overall Big Sky State or leaders, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that right there is just a little bit of the game kind of speeding up on the Grizzlies out on defense, and I think that timeout right there was just to kind of calm them down, get them to take a breath and regroup.
Now talking to the third base umpire, that being Jason Blumel. Just getting looks like some clarification. Now giving an explanation to her players. It must have been a player question.
Yeah.
Home plate umpire in this game, Eric Bodden. First base, Matt Jacks. So new umpire crew for game 3. We saw Villanueva and Comerford in game 1 and 2.
Yeah, I was curious how that was going to play out.
I saw 8 umpires walking around earlier today.
All right, good. I was like, if we only have 3, they're going to be exhausted by the end of the
That would be crazy.
Can you imagine all the games? Oh, my goodness.
Imagine broadcasting all that. How much that'll take out of you.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
wait.
That's us. That's us.
No complaints. I love it. This one's sent in the outfield, and it's going to be caught. This will be a sac fly, though, as Chavez scores. Great play out there by JoJo Christians for out number 2.
JoJo Christians on the run, robbing Cameron McDonald of an extra base hit. It will go down as a sac fly, but man, what a play in the outfield by Christians right there.
Look at this one again, full arm extension. This, all she had to do was a somersault.
Yes, maybe a cartwheel.
Extra flare.
Well, and if that ball got down, Alyssa Yi was going to end up on third base for sure.
So 2 outs, Ava Brown in the box for the 3rd time.
But the Bengals will add another run on, so now they'll go up 3-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
First pitch missed to Ava Brown, 1 for 2, single and a fielder's choice. Swings hard on that one and misses. He's kind of 1-1. Ava Brown, 25 home runs a year ago. Big Sky Player of the Year. Big Sky Freshman of the Year in 2023. 3-time regular season conference champion. One last thing to do. A tournament championship. She sits 3 games away. She's been a game away multiple times.
Yep.
The senior class has been through the fire. I talked to both coaches. The experience Andrew Rich has, or the trust he has due to the experience of Idaho State. They've been in these moments. for Montana. Steph Ewing said last week was so important due to a lot of freshmen, underclassmen that have not played in a championship-style game. They got 3 last week. Not only that, they had 2 closeout games they weren't able to deliver. Idaho State's had 2 closeout games for conference titles they've not been able to deliver. Both teams have this one driven, deep center, Ava Brown! Welcome home! It's 5-1 Bengals, thanks to the Northern Quest Resort and Casino home run by Ava Brown, Taylor.
First home run of the day for the Bengals, and it is not a cheap one by a long shot. Ava Brown, in a 2-2 count, gets a pitch elevated over the heart of the plate and just unleashes on that ball. Puts the Bengals up 5-1 here, Logan, in the bottom of the 4th.
5-1 the score. Ava Brown, we've been waiting for one of those big moments this season. Delivers her 3rd at bat here in the tournament. There's a 4-run advantage. Sydney Groves now at the plate.
When you can kind of feel the momentum starting to build for Idaho State and them knocking on the door, and then Ava Brown just able to finally blow through it right there with the home run.
Yeah, I talked to some people, and they're like, oh, Ava Brown had a down year. So Ava Brown had a down year. She batted 323 with an 1,100 OPS. Now 14 home runs, 45 RBIs. Not a down year. She has had an unbelievable year last year. That's almost impossible to replicate, especially when you have a full year of scouting reports on her. These pitchers in the Big Sky have seen her so many times. It's going to be tough. Same way Sydney Groves benefited her first year, her senior year, the only year she faced Big Sky pitching. Flipped the yard 18 times. I'm sure Sydney Groves played another season. She wouldn't be able to replicate the incredible season she had, just due to the familiarity.
Yes, exactly.
3-0. That's a 4-pitch walk. Sydney Groves, 2nd walk of the day, puts her on first base.
Well, I think, too, like
Anna Cockle next year, the way she'll be pitched will be way different than the way she was pitched this year.
And I think with the just technology getting better, and there's so much information out there and so many different ways you can scout hitters and scout pitchers. And like you said, there's really nowhere for you to hide. You're kind of just out in the open. And so as a hitter or a pitcher, whoever you are, you just have to make adjustments and kind of try to reinvent yourself a little bit each year. Obviously sticking with the things you do well, but then, you know, kind of attacking maybe some of those weaknesses that you have, so then people can't, extort them as you age.
I mean, yeah, same thing with pitching. We've seen pitchers be really dominant their first couple of years, and then you'll get hit well because when you're getting your 10th to 15th at bat. Same way Casey Aganaga, who's still first team ball pitcher of the year, was unbelievable last year. It's her first time in the league. Marley Gillespie benefits from really not pitching in conference last year, pitching her freshman year. So you get a whole new group of people. Cara Sweet benefits from it. Her first year, she's doing unbelievable.
Exactly.
The 1-1. Deep right field. Bukowski ranging in. Makes a catch for out number 3, but not before the Bengals score 4 runs here in the bottom half of the 4th. The score now, ISU 5, University of Montana 1. We'll head to the top of the 5th after the break. You're watching the Big Sky Championships on ESPN Plus, presented by Jambar. this beautiful swing by Ava Brown.
Oh, man.
27, Jessica Churn.
Yeah, that ball was crushed. Running with the flag before the ball even crosses. It's 5-1 Bengals home cooking. So we enter the top of the fifth. 9-1-2 due up against Marley Goluskin. First pitch. Cherms fouls it away. Beautiful day. Keeps getting hotter.
Yeah, it does.
Sat a little bit. We're at 73 all game. First game started at 48, got up to 63. Second game started about like 65, got up to 72. And this game's 73. I hope we stay at this.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can handle it hotter.
I know.
We do have a fan now in the tent.
We do.
Like a fan that actually blows wind, not a random person in the... we have a fan now.
They're actually going to be doing an interview right now in between pitches.
We have a random fan to talk ball.
Well, I don't think we can fit another fan in. I don't think we can fit another person.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're needed here. 1-1 to Jessica Churm. You'll have Matt, one of our camera guys, works for the production team here. He'll come in here when we're both in to help set up.
Yes.
It's a little claustrophobic.
Yeah.
I'll try to vacate for him. 2-1.
I mean, if we had to, we could do it, but we got too much stuff in here.
I brought a cooler today.
Yeah, there you go.
2-1. Called strike. He's count 2-2. Yeah, I think earlier in the year I said I was going to bring a mini fridge to the Big Six tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never got around to that.
I feel like a cooler is good.
Cooler's fine.
It makes
But
it
you know
work.
what's crazy? I went to 3 gas stations this morning. Not a single bag of ice.
Really?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Just misses. So full now on Jessica Churm's home run in the first game today. The freshman center fielder batting .284 on the year. 855 OPS.
Singled in her previous at bat with a ball that just kind of landed right over second base.
Full count delivery. Swing and a miss. Goluskin gets her swinging for out number 1 here at the top of the fifth.
Another great pitch right there by Marley Goluskin. Just really challenges up Churms, as you see here. Just so much movement on that pitch to record her 3rd strikeout of the game and out number 1 here in the 5th.
Chloe McGreevy, by the way, remained in the game. She's now in right field for Kira Day. Called strike on Grace Lopez. She pinch ran for Jana Moore, came around and scored. So we'll have to see next time Day and Moore come around which one is DP, which one is taken out of the ball game. So the 0-1 to Lopez, double and a single in this one, halfway to the cycle. All she has to do now, Taylor, are the 2 hardest things to do in the sport. A triple and a home run.
Well, at least
I think a triple's probably way harder, actually.
Way harder.
Especially in this park.
You got to hit
bank it in the right field.
down the right field line if you're going to get a triple. I mean, Grace Lopez has pretty good speed.
Oh, yeah, she's great.
But, definitely harder to do. The home run may be a little bit easier to come by.
Once the home run, it'll die right into McGreevy's glove in deep right field for out number 2.
So first time today in this ball game that Lopez has been retired, and a good pitch right there again by Marley Goluskin, just continuing to go at these Grizzly hitters. As you see there, just a little bit out in front of that ball, and McGreevy able to secure it for out number 2.
Chloe Saxton's turn at the plate. The lone senior. I think I'm not going to be allowed to say that tomorrow. I've said that too many times today.
It's okay.
I'm sure Montana fans are getting a little sick of that one. Called strike.
It's important for people to know, and she's trying to leave a legacy.
Out of all the players in Montana, I've called more Chloe Sax games than anyone else.
Yes.
The tournament in 2024.
Yep.
And last year, 3 games at home, plus the Orange and Black Classic. Montana's actually involved in the first ever perfect game they ever had to call. Unfortunately, on the losing end of it.
But against Washington, right?
Yes. Yeah. That game was unreal. Stevie Hansen could have pitched against any team in the country, and I don't think I've never seen a pitcher in my years of broadcasting have a more dominant outing.
So composed in the circle.
Because Montana did well in the other games.
They did.
They also had to play tough competition. Utah, Washington.
Boise State.
Boise State, yeah. There wasn't any. Back when Boise State had Sophia Knight and Mackenzie Butt, who are now at Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, and continuing to see success at Tennessee as well.
Yeah, I was watching the game the other day, and I saw her batting 6. Like, batting 6? She's the leadoff hitter.
Yep.
Yeah, she had an absurd history. I think it was like 40 games at Boise State. She broke it against us.
Yeah, she did.
Or not us, but this stadium, I guess. So 2-1 on Chloe Saxton. Is stuck with it. Stuck with the coaching change. Remained to Grizz. Her parents threw out the first pitch of Game 3. Very heartwarming moment. And it's cool to be the lone senior because you get your own day.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to share it with anyone.
Yeah.
2-1. I guess ISU got somewhat close to that last year, but there's still 3. You had Hogan, Smith, and LaRue.
And LaRue, yep. So, and Tago, Piper Tago.
Oh, yeah, and Tago. So 4. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know, I can't believe I forgot Piper Tago.
I love that girl. I love that girl.
She's awesome. 3-1. Here's the pitch to Saxton. There's a called strike. Full count now on Chloe Saxton. This year, I would say if you want to be a senior, you would have got to share it with 8 other people.
Yeah, only 8 other people.
So, full count, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch from Marley Goluskin. Line down the left field line. Foul.
Yeah, there were so many parents throwing out the first pitches of here. They almost didn't fit on the field.
Yeah, just like Montana, they had the senior parents throw out the first pitch. And yeah, you had people from line to line in the infield throwing out a first pitch.
I think that's one of my favorite traditions of senior weekend is, especially because your parents are the ones that have kind of been with you throughout your whole journey. So it's kind of a very full circle moment.
This one in foul territory will stay in foul territory. McGreevy, despite the great effort, can't reach it in time. It'll be a long foul ball for Chloe Saxton.
Man, she was cooking to get that ball over in foul territory. Had to go a long ways as they were kind of shifted a little bit more towards right center field. But like you said, great effort. But Saxton will live to see another pitch.
Look at her. No, never mind. We'll not have a replay. So 2 outs, full count remains on Chloe Saxton. Goluskin gets her sign. Sets, fires. This one set deep center field. Ava Brown ranges back, makes the catch for out number 3. 5 innings in the books for Marley Goluskin, just 1 earned run. The score remains ISU 5, UM 1. You're watching the 2026 Big Sky Softball Championships presented by Jambar on ESPN+. Sun here on a Monday as a base hit by Kira Day starts things off for the Bengals in the bottom of the 5th.
Kira Day just wasting no time looking to get things going, takes a pitch on the outer half and drives it, as I believe that's going to prompt a pitching change here for Montana. As you get a look here, just at that
this was
last
a great catch. Yeah,
by Ava Brown, but it'll prompt a pitching change. As I believe Cameron Ortega.
Number 21, that being Cameron Ortega. We'll talk more about her after the break. You're watching the 2026 Big Sky Softball Championships presented by Jambar on ESPN+. Cameron Ortega, the new pitcher in the circle for the Montana Grizz here. She'll come in with 1 runner on, no outs. First pitch to Chloe McGreevy, called strike. On the season, Ortega, 6.09 ERA, 4.9 win-loss record. This being her 25th appearance, 79 in the 3rd innings pitched. 43 strikeouts to 28 walks. Long ball has been somewhat of an issue for her, along with 15 on the season. This bunt gets caught. It's going to be a double play. Pitcher's best friend to start the outing for Cameron Ortega.
Great job right there by Cameron Ortega to induce the pop-up of the bunt and able to field her position well. And Kira Day was just really nothing she could do there. She was, I think, just running off the pitch and just not able to see it down. And easy 2 outs, 1 pitch, 2 outs for Cameron Ortega. She comes into this ball game.
But the question was answered. McGreevy entered for Jaden Moore. Here today, assuming that DP role. First pitch strike to Kennedy Dudley. Ortega would love to keep it at a 4-run deficit. They'll have 6 more outs to play with. 0-1 pitch to Dudley. There's a called strike. Quickly 0-2. Ortega, 4 straight strikes out of the bullpen.
Man, I'm not even going to get to talk about what she can do. She's been moving so quickly, but likes to throw side to side with that screw curve combo, has a rise ball, has a 62% swing rate on the rise ball. So as you see it right there, trying to go up in the zone. But like you said, just really coming out of the bullpen and doing her job. And that's really all you can ask if you're head coach Steph Ewing.
It's a 1-2 now on Dudley. 2 gone. Ground ball. Cockhill over to first base for out number 3. So a quick inning for the Grizz. Despite allowing the 1 hit today, able to double her off. And then get a ground out to retire the side. Grizz looking to answer back here in the top of the 6th. You're watching the Big Sky Championships on ESPN Plus, presented by Jambar.
1 hit, no errors, and no runners left on base.
The 6 trying to get something going. Cut into that 4-run deficit as they face Marley Goluskin for the 3rd time today. First pitch, swing, and pops it up and foul. I was talking about how I broadcasted them in the orange and black last year.
Yeah.
I remember Anna Cockhill was a freshman. They were thinking, like, yeah, Montana does have one person they can really build around. And then a bunch of jumps by the rest of the sophomores. Grace Lopez, a big jump this year. Along with Bukowski and Christians, all 4 Big Sky honorees in their 2nd year. And the freshmen came out the gate being great supporting cast. The sophomore class, if they don't win it this year, they'll be able to win it.
Have a good chance.
Yeah, they're going to have a good little run in Missoula.
Especially because Kara Sweetwell is also part of that class transferring in, so she'll be there for another couple of years. And then you have Cameron Ortega, who's a sophomore, a couple really good freshman pitchers as well. And then Kong next year will be a senior.
Yes.
So a lot of...
Yeah, they're returning about 99%. I mean, Chloe Saxon, great piece of this team. The only player they're going to lose after this season. 2-1. 3-1 now. Yeah, in this matchup specifically, redshirt sophomore now, Marley Gluskin, got another year eligibility. So this is going to be a matchup we're not going to see after this. This is not going to be the last time.
Yep.
Next year, we'll see them.
Yep.
The year after, we'll see them. This could be one of the better budding hitter versus pitcher rivalries.
Absolutely.
The entire Big Sky. And Conco 3 home runs earlier today. 12 home runs now on the season, 41 RBIs. Raised her average to 318 or OPS over the 1,000 mark. Now 1,058. She also has 10 stolen bases. One of the talented shortstops in the league. Along with Mendoza and McDonald, 3-1. Ground ball past McDonald into center field. Second hit of the ball game for Anna Cockhill.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Anna Cockhill needs 3 more stolen bases to break the all-time stolen base record at Montana.
Wow.
So in just her sophomore season. So she's really close, and I think by the time her career's done, as you see here, just hits a ball hard right back up the middle. I think by the time her Montana career is done, she's going to be all over those record books.
Yeah, I think there's not a record in that book that's really safe. So none gone from Mejia. Leadoff single by Cockhill. First pitch. We haven't seen Montana test the arm of Jenny Kearns just yet today.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I probably wouldn't do it either. Jenna Kearns, one of the elite catchers here in the Big Sky, has a really good arm. But, you know, sometimes when you're playing down by a couple runs, you got to take a couple risks.
Yeah, in the last weekend, there's really only like 3 stolen base attempts total by both teams. And not a lot of success.
Yeah.
Not a lot of success. They kept both catchers. Tarrant at the time, now Gravier, have been great for Montana behind the plate.
Yeah, we haven't really seen her arm get tested much either.
The 1-1 from Gluskin. This one driven into right field. McGreevy makes the catch. 4 out, number 1. Yeah, I think a lot of that also is, especially when you're down 4 runs, you kind of see base runners.
Exactly.
You can't risk canal by the bases at this point.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be running yourself into outs that aren't necessary. And right there, a good piece of hitting by Mejia, just hits it right at Chloe McGreevy out in right field. But like I said, good piece of hitting by the freshman.
So 1 gone for JoJo Christians. Cockhill remains at first. First pitch. Ground ball. Dudley catches it, throws a first, double play! And that'll retire the side of the top of the 6. Great job by Dudley. Fires over to Groves, and it's a 5-3 double play. We'll have the bottom of the 6 after the break. You're watching the 2026 Big Sky Softball Championships on ESPN Plus, presented by Jambar.
What you put in determines what you get out. This is true for sports. You've got to be willing to do the hard work. There are no shortcuts. That also holds true for how you fuel your body. At Jambar, we take pride in only putting the cleanest whole foods in our organic energy bars. No fad diets, no false promises. Just healthy ingredients to power your performance. Jambar, the official energy bar of the Big Sky Conference.
In the heart of Montana's untamed wilderness, a legend is brewing. Jeremiah Johnson Brewing, the official beer of the Big Sky Conference. Brewed with the rugged spirit of the West, Jeremiah Johnson is simply a world-class, straightforward, no-nonsense beer. Do well.
Pocatello. Is it a noun or a verb? Either way, let's Pocatello. You can do all this. Or this. Go to visitpocatello.com to get every minute out of your visit.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Bell Navarrete, 2 for 2, 2 RBIs, a double and a single. Steps to the plate against Cameron Ortega. We got quick 3 outs in the bottom half of the 5th. First pitch called strike on Navarrete.
Yeah, coming in the bottom of the 5th inning, she only needed 6 pitches to get out of
Let's
it.
look at this one again.
Oh!
Retired the top half of the 6.
Kennedy Dudley again just holding it down at third base.
Shows bunt. This time gets it down. Throw down to first. There won't be a throw as Belle Navarrete, third hit of the afternoon, puts her on first base to lead off here in the bottom of the 6th.
Have yourself a day, Belle Navarrete, and right here just goes to that sneaky bunt and ultimately able just to get it down. As you can see there, third baseman Gutierrez was charging, but just did not have a grip on that ball. Yeah, and that'll turn the lineup over for Alyssa Yee.
So Alyssa Yee, runner on first, no outs. The pitch. Off the fist, or the shortstop, Xana Cockhill. She makes the catch for out number 1.
That's a huge out to get right there for Cameron Ortega on one pitch, too, especially with how well Alyssa Yee has been swinging the bat and how much damage she could do. So 1 out in the inning as she just jammed her up, and Cockhill just able to get over there easily for out number 1.
So 1 gone for Cameron McDonald, taking on Cameron Ortega for the first time. First pitch, called strike.
One of the things I really liked about Cameron Ortega as she's coming to this game is she's just pounded the strike zone. She's really just gone at these Idaho State hitters, and while she did give up the hit to Belle Navarrete, she's really just been able to kind of command the zone.
0-1. Swing and a miss. It's down the count 0-2 on the day. 1 for 2, strikeout, a single, and a sac fly. But a great sac fly, robbed of extra bases by JoJo Christians.
What a play.
Who's on our all-defensive team.
On our all-defensive team.
There.
We'll get the full list for y'all tomorrow.
She officially got left field.
Oh, for sure.
You have to lock those in.
Yeah, we'll have a full list start going tomorrow.
Yeah, you know what? We will. That'll make that a priority.
The Logan and Taylor all defensive team of the Big Sky tournament, presented by Jambar.
If you're an SID listening, you can put that on their bios. That is a esteemed award.
As that ball's going to get fouled.
That's brutal.
Yeah, it is an esteemed award, so, you know.
Yeah, not everyone gets it.
Exactly. You know, that just did not feel good getting any ball fouled.
Especially your second game catching. You're on your 13th inning of the day catching. You're already probably exhausted, and it's not going to help things. She's walking it off.
You know what kind of stinks as a catcher is you got all that protective gear on, but most of the time those foul balls find where the gear is not.
Oh, yeah.
All the time. Or even if it does hit the gear straight on, like on the kneecap, it hurts so bad.
Yeah, can you imagine getting a foul ball in the kneecap without?
Oh, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Or like to the chest. Like,
I used to always... Or straight to the face.
Yeah,
like,
right?
Just straight to the forehead.
Yeah.
I used to always...
The same thing that blows my mind with the pitchers that don't wear the face masks.
Oh, yeah, I was one of them.
Yeah, that's such a crazy person move, Taylor.
I just was like, let me just trust my reflexes and hope for the best.
Right. Did you ever get hit in the face?
No, never.
Wow.
In my whole career, never.
Because you weren't afraid, so. If it was me, since I am afraid, it would hit me. Ball feeds off the fear.
I instilled fear in the ball.
There you go.
It never came at me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had my fair share of balls hit back at me, but yeah, I just instilled fear, I guess. I don't know what to say.
2-2, here's the pitch. Did she go around? No. I love when they point down to third, including that. I just look down, it's just Andrew Rich.
I know. They're like, never mind.
Never mind. No, he's not first base.
Yeah, because the other umpire's not really in a position.
He's over up second. That being Blumel. Matt Jacks made the call on that one. Home plate umpire or Eric Bottom. Full count, 1 out. Pitch from Ortega. This one set into the gap. Navarrete rounding third. She's heading to the plate. And it's an RBI double. Cameron McDonald. It's 6-1 Idaho State.
Cameron McDonald just continuing to do Cameron McDonald things and gets herself into a 3-2 count here and just drives that ball right back over to right center field and able to score her buddy Belle Navarrete from first base, and Bengals will add another insurance run here.
Her middle infield double play partner.
Yeah, roommates, classmates, middle infield mates, you know, all over.
I like it. I think we're inventing phrases now.
Yeah. See, this is the place to be, Logan. We got our all-defensive team. We're making up names. This is the spot.
That's what happens when you're on game 3. You're in an 80-degree sauna tent.
On little food, too.
Yeah, on a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Yeah.
And a couple jam bars. the only thing we're consuming. Probably have a couple more energy bars by the Jam themselves later.
By the time Game 4 gets rolling, who knows where we're going to be,
Oh, yeah, I feel bad for the Northern Colorado and Sac State fan. That came get off the rails rather quick. All right, 1 out, 1 runner on for Ava Brown. Here's the pitch. Offside and the ball. Let me know.
Ava Brown in her last at bat against Kara Sweet just hit a monster home run to center field, and you could tell that she was due and just really energized this Bengal crowd and really kind of put this game at its farthest separation.
That one's fouled away. So 1-2 now to the senior center fielder. A couple great defensive plays, a home run to really break it open. Her last at bat. Her and Belle Navarrete and Marley Goluskin have been highlights of this game for Idaho State.
I think the count was wrong on the scoreboard. I think it is now 1-2. I was like, I don't have 3 pitches down, but maybe I missed one. Nonetheless, it will go now to 1-2.
1-2, 1 out, 1 runner on second, 1 run home for the Bengals here in the 6th. Evens the count 2-2.
Again, another good pitch right there by Cameron Ortega, but Brown able to hold up and see another pitch here from the sophomore right-hander.
The 2-2 pitch. Fouled back, now to play.
So Montana will have just 3 outs to work with in the top of the 7th. So Cameron Ortega trying to keep the score where it's at to give her Grizzlies the best chance to make a comeback here.
We saw them come back from 3 against Idaho State, score 4 runs in that inning before recording even 2 outs. They'll need that luck again in the top half of the 7th.
I was going to say it's going to be a tall task for sure. Not undoable, but definitely a tall task, especially with how Goluskin has thrown the past 3 games against Montana.
We'll see if they roll out with Goluskin in the 7th. That'll be interesting. Off the plate. Full count now on Brown. But I wouldn't be shocked if they were to give another arm some run.
Yeah. Just to get experience, I think.
Especially Riley Wickham coming off injury. See if they can get her somewhat low leverage inning.
Yep.
Maybe Lizzie Tomasini hasn't gotten a ton of innings recently. This ball popped into left field. Christian's under it, makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 gone, 1 runner on for Sydney Groves. 0 for 1 today. Has walked twice. Flew out to deep right field. For 1 time she's been able to swing the bat. Her 2 walks, Taylor, on 8 pitches.
Yeah, just great job right there by Cameron Ortega just to get Ava Brown underneath. But like you said, just 8 pitches, not really super competitive as Sydney Groves was able to draw those walks. But I think with a hitter like Sydney Groves, you got to be really, we've kind of talked about it, really careful with where you pitch her. And if she's going to get herself out, you got to let her do it. But I don't think you give her anything really, really good to swing at.
Especially with an open base over at first. So 1-0 on Groves. Pitch from Ortega. 2-0.
2 really close pitches right there by Cameron Ortega, but nonetheless are called balls.
Sydney Groves and Lafu, Maddie Payai, and I'd imagine Anna Conco all really close in the MVP vote for the Big Sky. Sydney Groves a late surge to get in that conversation. Had what, 5-6 home runs in the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, really turned it on.
Led the Big Sky in home runs and RBIs this season. 3-0. All right, another walk for Sydney Groves. 12 pitches, 12 balls, 3 walks, but did swing the bat once. So
I was going to say, she's got one pitch to swing at
walks
today.
Came on 4 pitches. She's going to get pinch ran for here.
Yep.
Before Jenny Kearns grabs the bat. Will be Becca Quinn. So 2 on, 2 out for the junior catcher, Pocatello native, Jenna Kearns.
Well, I think this is a good opportunity for Jenna, especially after not really giving Sydney anything close to the zone. Kind of take that a little bit personally and try to put a good swing on something here.
First pitch, Ortega to Kearns. Swung on, blooped, and it comes false. 1 run scores. Quinn over to third. It's an RBI single for Jenna Kearns. Keeps the line moving. here in the bottom of the 6th. It's now 7-1 Bengals.
Jenna Curran just jumping on the first pitch that she sees from Cameron Ortega and just hits a bloop single out into left field, but it'll be enough to score Cameron McDonald and get Becca Quinn 60 feet away.
Score now 7-1, ISU in front. Winning run now stands at first base. First pitch misses to Kira Day, but Montana out away from getting to the 7th inning.
I was going to say, one swing in the bat here, and you don't even have to put
it. Yeah, I didn't realize we're getting to that point.
I know, I didn't
All
either.
3 games we've gotten to the chance.
Yep.
We saw Sac State walked it off the Grand Slam, but even in game 1, Montana did have the winning run at the plate at one point.
Yep.
Weber State made it a game going into that 7th inning, scoring a couple times. Not enough. Winner of this game plays game 7, the 3rd game on the slate, tomorrow. The loser plays the first game, the early game tomorrow, game 5 of the tournament, against Portland State. I believe. I'm 99% sure. Let me make sure before I keep saying that.
I believe you.
Yeah, game 2 loser versus game 3 loser. So yeah, game 2 loser was Portland State via the run rule. See who they go with tomorrow. See if Nicole Chung gets another. I'd imagine she will. She didn't really go too far today. This one sent into deep center field, ranging back, and it is gone! Walk-off 3-run bomb, Kira Day, and the Bengals win it! Another Big Sky Conference game, another Northern Quest Resort and Casino home run, this time by the Bengals and Kira Day. Final score, Bengals 10, Grizz 1. After the break, I'll be interviewing head coach Andrew Rich, so stick with us. You're watching the 2026 Big Sky Conference Championships presented by Jam Bar on ESPN+.